Hey YouTube, Rick Wilson here, veteran submarine service. I want to talk to you about the Veterans Pension Program. Most of us don't even know we have a pension when we turn 65 because we're veterans. If you're a wartime veteran, not every veteran, wartime veteran. Okay, if you served in a war, you've got a pension coming when you're 65. Most of us don't even know it. I was sitting in the living room the other day and my wife just out of the blue just asked me, honey, is there any of your veteran benefits that I need to know about after you're gone that I could use? So I'm not sure. So I got on the internet and started looking stuff up and I found this. The Veterans Pension Plan for Wartime Veterans. This one says survivors, but there's another page for just the veterans pension. They're the same, okay? If you served in a war, you got a pension coming when you're 65. You either have to be 65 or disabled. If you're disabled, you can get it before you're 65, okay? There are limitations on it. Like right at the moment, I can't get it because I make too much money, okay? But later in my life, I will be able to draw this. Once I'm not working anymore and I'm drawing only Social Security, I'm still going to be too high of an income to draw this. But once if my wife dies first, or when I die, she'll be able to do this, because you'll lose half of the other person's Social Security on their death. You just get half for survivors. At that point, my income would drop below the threshold. I can apply for this and receive it, okay? They will pay up to $25,000 a year pension to any wartime veteran. And that's the limit, though, it's $25,000. So if you're making $30,000 a year, household income total, okay, you can't get this. However, they do allow deductions for health issues, and if you subtract out all your medical and can get it below the $25,000 threshold, you can draw this. Okay, now let's say you're making $15,000 a year. You can apply for this and they will pay you $10,000. They will get you up to $25,000 one way or another. So whatever you're making, they subtract from $25,000, and that is the pension that they will pay the veteran. They will also pay up to $3,000 a month for a caregiver. Once I'm not able to care for myself, if I need someone to come in and feed me, bathe me, clothe me, if it helps me stay at home, this pension will pay $3,000 a month for a nurse to come in and take care of me, allow me to stay at home instead of going into a home. Or it'll allow you to use the money to get you a nice home to go to. You know, if you decide you'd rather do that. And I know there are wartime veterans out in the gutter somewhere, living day to day. They don't know they have this. They don't know they got $500 a week coming if they just go apply for it. So if you know a veteran that's having hard times, tell him about this program, okay? Let me change my thing here. And now it's good for, it says before 1980, I'm trying to read it here. Before 1980, you have to meet one of the requirements, okay? Before September 7th, 1980, you have to have spent 90 days in the military and at least one day during wartime. Yeah, I got a pin that I'm a Vietnam vet, so that makes me eligible for this. It says also, if you're after 1980, you have to serve for 2 years or the full period for which you enlisted with at least one day during a wartime period. And also, if you were an officer and started active duty after October 1681 and haven't previously served on active duty for at least 24 months. Anyway, it's basically eligible for everybody if you spend at least one day. If you have a pen that you're in, let me change the thing. I'll get to the wars here. Hold on. Okay, I thought I'd cover the wars that is covered by this pension. It says the Mexican border period, which is 1916 to 1917. There's probably not too many of those veterans left. World War I, World War II. Most of those veterans are gone. Now here we get into where there are veterans that are around today that can draw this. The Korean conflict. If you went to the Korean War, you have a pension coming. The Vietnam War, which is what I am. I'm a Vietnam vet. Served on a nuclear submarine. I have a pension coming. The Gulf War, you know, all the Gulf Wars, you got a pension coming when you turn 65. Or if you're totally disabled, you can draw it sooner. And how do you apply? Now let me change the page again. It's pretty simple there. You can call and get help online, by mail, or you can just walk into your VA in person and tell them you want to apply for your pension, your wartime pension. That's all there is to it. Now, there are a couple little stipulations other than your income. You can't have a net worth over 150 grand. So you can't live in a mansion and draw this. You know, my house, I live in a modest house. My actual house is worth maybe, I don't know, 40,000, and with the land with it, maybe 80. But otherwise, you know, I got other assets that make me not eligible right now. But later in life, I will be eligible. And I plan on using this. Maybe when I'm 70, well, maybe I'd be more like, you know, it'd be after the other spouse passes away. Hopefully I'm like 120 when my spouse passes away. But, you know, it may happen sooner. And I'll need this. So, and there are lots of veterans out there that need this. Right here. They need it, and they have it, and they don't know it. So forward this video to them. Let them know they have a pension that they didn't even know about. So that's it. I just wanted to get that out. I really hope it brings a veteran or two out of the gutter and puts them in an apartment because they have some money now. So we'll see y'all later.